Blowing up a trading account is extremely frustrating for a new trader. Would you like to learn how to protect your account and achieve consistent profits? Hi there, I'm Tom Leung with Stock Navigator. If you are interested in discovering how thousands of my students trade on a daily basis, feel free to explore our free training by clicking the link in the description below. So why is it so important to protect your trading account and how to do that? So there are 4 steps I would like to show you. Number 1, stop loss. As you know that stop loss is a risk management tool in trading that limits potential losses on a position. Traders set a price level to exit the trade, play the order with their broker or platform, and monitor the market. Setting a stop loss involves logging in, identify the position, choosing the stop loss order type, enter the price level, reviewing it, confirming it, and play the order. Example including limit losses in a declining market, protecting gains in a volatile market, and managing risk during unexpected events. In summary, stop loss are crucial for protecting accounts, limiting losses, and managing risk in trading. So how are you going to do that? There are many different ways that you can set up stop loss. They can set up stop loss based on volatility. The simplest way I can see here is using a simple trend line. So when the market in the uptrend, you'll be able to draw the uptrend line, and then when the market goes down, you can draw a downtrend line. So when the market breaks the upward support line and then go down, the trend will change to the other direction. If you're in the long trade, you have to find a way to get out at this moment when they break the upward support line. Same thing when you short the top and then it go the other way, you have to cover the short and go the other direction. Same thing you can see here when the market is in the uptrend, the price will stay there and continue to go up until the moment they break the level of the support, so the trend will change to the other direction until they be able to break out a downtrend line and continue to go to the direction. So you can set up your stop loss at those level, at the key level. So that's one thing that you can do. The second thing you can do is set up the swing point. As you know that the market, they will swing high and swing low. So when the market, you short the market, when the market it break out the level of the swing high and put it upside. So that's where you have to cover your short no matter what. And then the stock will break it out and go to the other way, and then you can go to the long trade. Until the day they break another level of swing low, and then they break a upward support line. So the trend will change to the downside until they be able to break out the downtrend line and put it back up to the other side, and you can take a long trade, or you have to cover the short and go with the long trade. That's one way you can do it. So the second way, you can see that those swing points, swing high, swing low here, is very crucial point that you can enter the trade and exit the trade when they start break out the low high on the major swing point, right? So that's the 2 ways that you can set up the stop loss. So that can protect, if you set up a stop loss, if the market is break your stop loss, it means that you have to accept it, because if you go the wrong side of the market, you rather lose a little bit rather than let they go the other direction against you, and you will lose the whole thing. So that's why it's crucial for you to set up the stop loss. Number 2 is the position size. The proper position sizing is crucial in trading for managing the risk, preserving the account, and maximize the profitability. It helps control risk exposure, protect the trading account, and ensure consistency in performance. Position size can be calculated using a formula based on the account equity and the risk percentage. To apply the proper position sizing in the trading platform, you have to log into your account, identify the trade, determine account equity and the risk percentage, and you can calculate the position size and enter it when it plays in the trade. Improper position sizing can lead to blowing up your account by overwhelming capital, ignoring risk management, and having inconsistent position size. In summary, using proper position size is essential for effective risk management and long-term trading success. So this is the formula how to calculate the position size. So the position size is the total amount of equity that you have, and you multiply by the risk percentage. So you can risk the 2% or 5%, it depends on your risk tolerance, and divide by the trade entry price minus the stop loss price. For example, that let's say you have $10,000, so your risk percentage is 2%, which is around $200. So it means that if you enter the trade at the $50 and your stop loss is $55. So it means that you take 10,000 multiplied 2% is equal to 200 and divide by 5, so that you only be able to buy 40 shares, right? But if your risk percentage is 5%, and it means you can buy 100 shares of whatever stock when they're at $50. Okay, so that's how you calculate the position size. So the important thing is you have to buy the amount of share equivalent to the amount of equity that you have, so that you don't blow up your account. Okay, and the step number 3 is having a trading plan. But you know that having a trading plan is essential for consistent success in the financial market. It brings consistency to your trading approach by incorporating risk management principles. A trading plan including goal, strategy, risk management rule, trade execution criteria, market analysis, and a trading journal. Not having a trading plan can lead to the emotional decision making, lack of discipline, and an ineffective risk management, which can result in a substantial losses. In summary, the trading plan provides a structured framework for making informed trading decisions and achieving trading goals. So very important, before you get into the trade, you have to have a trading plan. Because if you don't have a trading plan, it's easy for you to blow up. Because when you get in the trade, you have to ask yourself why you have to enter the trade. For example, this stock right in front of you here, the ticker symbol is APO. Recently, after they pull back down, they break a downtrend line, and then they put it back up, and they give you a buy signal. So when you get into the trade, then you can see that if you enter the trade here at 64.25, so your stop loss will be below the swing low here at around $62. So you can see that the entry price, the stop price, is about $2.25. And let's say that if your risk percentage is 2%, you only be able to buy 90 shares of this stock. But if your risk is 5%, it means that you have $10,000, you're willing to lose $500, and you can buy 200 shares of the APO stock. And then when you get into the trade, so you know that this is your risk, how much risk you will have, about $2.25, but your profit potential at the next sell zone up here. So that's a good trade. And at Stock Navigator, we have a proprietary sushi chart. Okay, when the candles turn green, they stay above the line of control, the bear line. So in the chart, you can see that we have, when the price drop below the red line, it's the bear line. When the price stay above the green line, that's the bull line. So you can see here, after they break up, they pull back right into the bull line, and the trend is move to the upside. So that will help you so that you can get into the trade very easy. But when you get into the trade, it doesn't matter how good your plan, the market can go against you. So that's why you have to put a stop loss. And so this is your risk and this is your profit potential. That's a good trade. That's what you have to control, the number of shares that you can buy. You cannot just buy all out. You only have $10,000. You have to buy small and scale them up, and you do it and repeat it consistently. Now, the step number 4, you have to keep your emotion in check. Emotion is significantly influence trading decision, impacting behavior and judgment. Managing emotion is crucial for maintaining a disciplined approach. The technique including self-awareness, sticking to the trading plan, using risk management strategy, and tracking emotion and trading journal. Uncontrolled emotion can lead to a blowing up your trading account, to revenging trade, over trading, and ignoring risk management. By managing emotion effectively, traders can protect their account and improve performance. Incorporated the technique into the trading routine for consistent profitability. So in conclusion, implementing a risk management tool like a stop loss, practicing proper position sizing, and having a trading plan are crucial elements for success in trading. Setting stop loss help limit potential losses and manage risk. With proper position sizing, ensure the risk control, capital preservation, and consistent performance. A trading plan provides a structured approach incorporating goals, strategy, risk management, trade execution, market analysis, and a trading journal. To track emotion, by managing the emotion effectively through techniques such as the self-awareness and trading plan, traders can avoid impulsive decisions and protect their account from significant losses. Embracing their practice and continually improve your emotion control will increase the likelihood of consistent profitability and long-term success in trading. So that's the 4 steps that I would like you to learn and apply into your trading so that it will never blow up your trading account. So that's all I have for you in this video. If you would like to learn more how to involve with our community trading, how to learn our technique, and how to apply the chart that can help you to guide you where the market is heading up or down. So thank you for watching, and then I will see you on the next video. Take care, everyone.